Well, here I am. I'm just getting ready. I saw there was 9 of you sitting there. So I was like, while I'm getting completely, I don't know, set up for it, I thought I'd just. Oh, we just lost 2 people. If you are here, say hi. Say hi. Say what's up. I'm just trying to get everything ready. I haven't done this in a while, since like August. So it took me a minute or two to get everything ready to go. We had, what's up, Victoria? Hello, hello. We have, I'm trying to see. Hey, Murray, what's going on? Let me see. I gotta pop out this chat so I can see you guys talking better over here. And there we go. Oh, Miguel's here. Emma's here. There she is. We're all here. Trevor's here. Yeah, it took me forever to send out that link to the show. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while, so what's up, Trent? T-Rent, T-Dog. What's going on, man? Well, hopefully everybody had a better afternoon than I did, because I really didn't want to do this tonight. I was not in the mood. It took me over 2 hours to get home from work. It was crazy. It was like 40 miles an hour all the way home, 30 miles on 95, and then got off 95, and it was like an hour because there was this train stuck. Just stuck. And then, North Lake is about as busy as Glades is. So can you imagine a train on Glades stuck for 45 minutes? And everybody trying to get around it. It was nuts. So I didn't get home till after 5:30, and I left. If you were in my 7th hour, I walked out right behind you, and I got home after 5:30. It was no bueno. Let me clean my glasses here. Hold on a second here. Let's see what we got. Oh, my other pair of glasses here. I'm waiting on 7:30. Are we almost there? Let me see. These are my old pair. I wonder how these go. Yeah, those still work pretty well. I like those. I just need something to clean them with. We'll get started here in a second. Sorry. I was just messing around. And there is no PowerPoint presentation made. So I'm just going to look at the midterm, which is sitting right in front of me. And I'm not going to put it in front of the screen because then you guys can pause it, Emma, and screenshot it and stuff like that. Who is that? Ingara. I don't know. If your name isn't your name, then I really don't know who you are. You gotta tell me who you are. 727. If you are watching this at a later point, you can skip forward probably a couple two minutes to. Oh, you guys can't. Oh, there's nothing on the back. At least I don't have to worry about that. So this is gonna be. Sorry, it's not gonna be the most organized thing in the world, but I guess that sounds good. That sounds a little better. Let me turn it down in my ears some. There we go. What's up, Sydney? What's going on? Ingrid. Okay, I thought that might be you. I just wasn't sure. Hey, Charlotte. What's going on? What's going on? We're just waiting until 7:30 to give everybody a shot. I'm not gonna. I don't want to start before 7:30, so that way everybody's on when we start. I mean, I know they can go back and watch it. It'll automatically record and everything. Oh, well, Richard arrived, so I guess we can start. I didn't know if you guys knew, but Richard was the king, and that's who I was waiting for to arrive. I have all the lights off. I don't know. This is kind of cool look. A little bit different. You can see Le Mans 66 in the background there. That's if back in the States, that's called Ford versus Ferrari. But that was like an official movie poster from That is a debatable statement. Yes, I know. But you are a king, Richard, in your own right, buddy. That's from Europe. So T-minus 1 minute and we'll get started. 1 minute. And we got, I wonder if my intro is going to play right. You guys probably don't even remember the old intro. Where are you going, Spencer? Nope, door's shut, buddy. You can't get out. You're stuck with us. Oh, crap, man. I didn't know that. What up, Ileana? How's it going? So what we're going to do is I'm really just going to jump around here and kind of talk about some things. What's up, bud? Maybe we'll show you off a little bit later. What's up, Ella? Sophia's here. Lucas is here. All right. Now it's really getting to be a party. I'm doing good. You missed it at the beginning. I explained how my afternoon was absolutely horrible. It took me over 2 hours to get home. Hey, bud. How's it going? Do you want to say hi? You guys want to see him real quick? Let's see if he'll let me pick him up. Oh, he's trying to run. Oh, I know. Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me. Okay, see what you guys got to study is, you guys got to study some, okay, just hold on. Oh, gosh. Hey, buddy. Okay, I know. He hates being in my lap. There you go. Good boy. All right, sorry about that. What's up, Mia? Yeah, it's Spencer, but not the Spencer from class, right? Different Spencer. He's all like, why am I locked in here? I just got to shut the door, so. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got him some, oh, now you're interested. Oh, look at him. You can't see him. His ears are all perked up. I'll put a treat there, and he'll let me pick him up again. Come here. Oh, no, come here. Oh, come here. There you go. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, yep, that's your treat. Here you go. Oh, you swallowed that quick. Okay, you got more? You want more? Okay, no. We got to get started. Buddy. All right, we'll get started here. Oh, what's up, Sam? It's all about the you, baby. Who else? Anybody else check in that I didn't see? The Spencer fan page. Yeah, I should make an Instagram thing for him. All right, so let's go through these. Let me look at this. So if we start at the beginning, so I'll try to go through this and start at the beginning. So then at least you can write it down in some kind of order, right? We got. So who was, when we talk about who was migrating to the United States, right? We have the old immigrants and the new immigrants, right? And you need to know who were the people who were the major ones migrating to the United States, in the different time periods. Okay. No, this is not a fun way to do this. Let me think of another way here. That didn't work. I know I just started talking, but because that was my point, was I was going to come home and at least organize this, but I didn't have time. How do I do this without giving you the answers? Let me just give you guys some terms. Okay. Let's just do it this way because there's no way I can organize. There's too many questions that way. So make sure you understand. Okay, let's just give you some terms. I was waiting for either Emma or Charlotte to say something about just giving you guys the answers, or at least giving you guys the questions, right? And then you'd have to look up the answers. No, but you need to know the major thing. So if we start off in the beginning, okay, And no, that's not going to work either. Oh my gosh. I'm flailing here. I'm telling you, that 2-hour drive put me really out of sorts for this. So, what do I do? Yeah, no. I mean, it's just because it's hard to kind of give it to you guys. So, how about this? Let's go Constitution, right? Let's just, I see a couple questions on the Constitution, right? With the Constitution, you need to know who the father of the Constitution is, right? Which was who? Just post it. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, father of the Constitution. Who's the father of the Constitution? You should be saying in your head, James Madison. James Madison, correct. That is very good, everybody. James Madison, the father of the Constitution. The Constitution replaced what form of government? Right? If you're saying in your head, Articles of Confederation. Articles of Confederation, that is correct as well. Right? And what prompted the Articles of Confederation to be written? I know, like, you guys can comment, but it would take so long for me to, like, ask a question, you guys answer, it would take, forever to do that. So that's why I'm just going to kind of ask a question, kind of give you a second to answer it in your head. So that way, if you want to come back and listen to this again, not that, anybody would do that because I'm flailing around here, but I'm going to ask the question, then you guys can answer it in your head, and then I'll give you the answer, right? So if you're writing it down, we'll kind of do it that way, all right? So let's just do it with the Constitution, right? So Constitution, Articles of Confederation preceded the Constitution. Why did they need a Constitution? Why were the Articles of Confederation not working? Well, if they weren't working, it was because they didn't have enough power, right? And that was because the states just won the revolution. And I know we're just starting right here in the middle, but that's how we're starting. So what was I saying? Oh, the Articles of Confederation. So the Articles of Confederation were too weak because all these colonies that were now states were wary of what? They were wary of federal power. Correct. Good job. They were wary of federal power, so they kept a lot of the power to themselves, right? It was a very different form of government than we have now. There was only how many branches of government? One. Yes, one. That is correct. One branch of government, right? There was no president, and there was only one house. Those are the big things you need to know about that. You're going to need more detail than that. We'll get into the when we finally get to the final AP exam. But for right now, you're good for that on the AOC. AOC proved that it was too weak because of what? What was the big event that proved that it was too weak? It was this thing that happened out in the car park, in where Jimmy, loves this state. I don't know if Sophia Silva is listening, but or Jimmy is listening. I don't know. But Massachusetts, right? You have Shays' Rebellion in Massachusetts. That's what shows that the Articles of Confederation are too weak, and we need the Constitution. All right? So they have the Constitutional Convention down in Philadelphia. Who is the president? Washington. Good job. George Washington is the president. They hammer out the Constitution that we have to this day. And let me see if there's anything else on the Constitution that I have not talked about. Okay. Yeah, make sure, so the Constitution, what is in the Constitution? There was 2 plans originally, right? Does anybody remember what those plans were? Spencer's like, they were to Virginia. I don't know why he's talking with a Southern accent. He never talks with a Southern accent. His voice is more like, oh man, I don't know. It's like a little Southern, but it's a little, I don't know. Virginia, New Jersey, right? Small state plan, New Jersey. Large state plan, Virginia, right? Virginia wanted representation based on what? What would Virginia want representation based on? There you go, Charlotte. Good job. Good job. And this small state plan, which would be in New Jersey. Very good job. So Virginia wants it based on. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Virginia wants it based on population. New Jersey wants it equal for everybody. Right? Very good. Miguel got it. And so we have the Virginia and the New Jersey plans, and then we put them together and we get. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys just popped up with your answers. I'm setting it at ultra low latency, which if you guys know what that means, then I'm not going to try to explain it. But it's supposed to be like you guys can talk pretty quickly with me, but there still is a little bit of a delay. So it gets kind of like, I would be like waiting. I would be talking and then I'd be waiting for you, and it would get kind of slow. So you have the Virginia plan, New Jersey plan, and that equals the Great Compromise, which we have today, right? They ratified it. We have a Congress, right, with two houses, one based on population, one based in equality, right? Then we get a presidential branch, the executive, and the judicial. All right, that's in the original Constitution. So you need to know what's in the original Constitution. And let's see. We're going to go back for that one. You need to know, like, basically what the Constitution. Whoa, settle down, buddy. The Constitution, like, how can we change it? You know, we have amendments. What do we need to change the Constitution, right? We need 3/4 of the states. What else do we need? How do we help keep the government stable, right? How do we keep the government stable? How does one branch have power over the other? That is checks and balances, right? Checks and balances. I'm just checking out. We got 23 people. Hold on. I just wanted to see something. I only got 4 likes on this. Man. Only 4 likes. That's weak. Weak sauce. No. So we have checks and balances. Remember bicameral, unicameral, right? What those mean. Well, thank you, King Richard. That helps me. I don't know how to like it either. I can't even tell you. There's 19 likes. There's 19 people. Oh, now there's 22 likes. Wow. Okay. It jumped up quick. Thank you very much. You have unicameral versus bicameral, right? Unicameral is 2, right? So it's 2 legislatures. Did I say unicameral? I'm sorry. Bicameral is 2 legislatures. Unicameral is 1. That's under the AOC, right? So let's see what else we got on here. Okay. So how did we get the Constitution passed, right? Remember, there was big opposition to it from a certain political party. They were known as the anti-blank. Federalist. You got it right. Good job, all of you. I knew everybody got it. Yes, anti-federalists. Exactly. We have the anti-federalists. Good job, Lucas. The anti-federalists, they're the ones that were fighting against the Constitution, and then we had the federalists that were helping them, right? And I know what you meant, Charlie. This wasn't a Bill of Rights. But what we have is we have the anti-federalists. In order to get the Constitution passed, they need to pass something else, which is called the Bill of Rights, right? That's what they needed to get it passed. And the head of the Federalist Party at the Constitutional Convention, or right afterwards, would be what individual? G.W. George Washington. Yes, that is correct. Then you have the head of the Anti-Federalist Party would be my boy T.J. Thomas Jefferson. All right. So you need to know them. Oh, and then in order to get people to sign on to the Constitution, Alexander Hamilton and John Jay. Hold on. I'm almost done reading this. Oh, is it going to come in? There you go. And James Madison, the Federalist Papers. Remember these? Right? List of essays to try and get the Constitution passed. All right? Very good. Charlotte got it. You were on it. Let's see. Okay, we talked about the Articles of Confederation. You need to know that. So there was a disagreement between TJ and Alexander Hamilton, right? You need to really kind of know what they differed on, right? One was more pro-government. One was more states' rights. You should know which one is states' rights. Thomas Jefferson, right? Pro-government, Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton had that economic system that he really liked, where they would take on debt. They would consolidate everything. But Thomas Jefferson didn't like that because Virginia had what? A lot of money. Yes. So they didn't have any debts, but the other states did. There's a song about the Federalist Papers being written. Oh, yeah, in Hamilton, there's a Federalist Papers song in it. Right? I'm pretty sure. Federalist Papers are very, very important. When you take AP Gov next year, that's a big part of the class, is studying those things. We don't need that. Make sure you know. Nah, we already did that. We already talked about it. We got that one. So we're gonna go back here real quick to the beginning of where we started. Yeah, I'm just making sure we got all the stuff. Okay, yeah. We're going to go back to the beginning. So we're going to go back to the French and Indian War, right? Okay, good. Ella, I thought that was what you were talking about. So the French and Indian War, right? How did the French and Indian War start? Who went into the Ohio River Valley? What was he going there for, right? If you are answering George Washington and for fur trade, you are correct, right? They're fighting with the French. He has a couple tussle with the French and a kerfuffle, and they start a world war, French and Indian War. All right, it basically just explodes from there. You get Benjamin Franklin. That's when he gets his join or die. That's the original part of that. We are fighting with the British. We eventually defeat the French, and we gain a lot of territory, right? So what you need to know is, because of the French and Indian War, what did the English start doing? If you are answering, what did they start doing? Well, they needed to pay for it. So what did they do? They started taxing us, right? Over and over again. Then they started doing things like they put this line, taxing, good job. People are on it. Charlotte even capitalized it. So they put this line in, and it was to keep all the settlers from moving west and having interactions with the Native Americans, which then the British would have to protect, blah, 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 and it cost a lot of money. So they had, that line was called the Proclamation of 1763, right? Where they played, the army played Red Rover, send the settler over, right? There you go, Eliana, you got it. And, that's not what they played, but it didn't really work because they couldn't police that whole line. So, and then we have, what else do we have? Okay, Proclamation Line. They start taxing. This is going to get worse and worse. They're going to have, one of the first ones is going to be the Stamp Act, right? That's the one that's the really hated one. But the first one is going to be the Sugar Act, right? And that was solely for revenue for the crown. People didn't really like that one. Then you get to the Stamp Act. They protest. It eventually gets taken down. The problem with that is now they know what they can do. So making sure we got everything here. They start protesting. That's when you'll have, eventually you'll have a crackdown in Boston. You'll have the Tea Act, right? And then the Tea Act, the reaction is what? So they have the Tea Act. They have the Boston Tea Party, right? Sophie, I don't think so. I think the only thing that you might need is what I'm saying right here. I think that's all for right now. I think that's it. You have, the Tea Act, and then England is going to react with the Intolerable Acts, right? And then it's going to spiral out of control, and we're going to get to, eventually the First Continental Congress, right? Which doesn't really accomplish much, right? We need the First Continental Congress. That the big thing there was what? What was the big thing at the First Continental Congress? First Continental Congress, you had a boycott of British goods. Did some good, but not a whole bunch. Then, after the boycott of British goods, everybody goes home, and you're going to get the Second Continental Congress, right? And that's going to be after Lexington and Concord, and that's going to be your first battle, the shot heard around the world, right? And I think that's about all you need for the lead up to the Revolutionary War. I'm not asking you battles and stuff in the Revolutionary War, even though Saratoga is the turning point. I'm just saying that just so you know. What did the American colonists leading up to the Civil War, what was their main thing that they needed to make sure everybody knew why they were fighting? What was their saying, right? I'll give a shout out to whoever puts it up there while I look around. Let's see, what do we got here? Nobody got it yet? What was the slogan they used in the Revolutionary War? Okay. All right. Revolutionary War. That's what we're talking about. Revolutionary. There we go. Good job, Vincent. He got there first. No taxation without representation, right? Because they did not want what the government was giving them. Oh, good job, Ileana. I just put an arrow. They didn't want what the British government was giving them, which was virtual. Did I say civil? No, I didn't say civil. I don't believe you. I might have, What's up, Scott? Oh, Scott, he's you're up at UF, right? What's up, buddy? That's the old A-Push alumni joining in. Good for you, man. We're doing a semester exam for them. He must have gotten an alert that I was going live. How's it going, buddy? I think you're at UF. I think you are. What else we got here? Andrew Jackson. Let's go. Let's skip up to him, okay? Or let's go backwards. You guys want to go backwards first to the very beginning? Yeah, let's go backwards to the very beginning. Let's see. Let's go to the beginning. Okay, yeah, Virginia. Those first colonies. Why did people come over, right? Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, we got the YouTube. I haven't done one since August, so Sydney's like, yeah, ask Scott. He'll tell you everything. I need to trim my mustache. It's getting a little long. What was the question? I don't even remember now. Virginia, right? We have Virginia. At the very beginning, why were people coming over? Virginia colony, gold. There you go. Money, all of it. And the flashcards. Yeah. So they were coming over here for money. So, and then they all starved. And what happened to them, right? They were starving. And then there was a product brought in that changed everybody's life. China. No, China's not the answer. I don't know who that is. Tobacco. Exactly, Sophie. They had tobacco. That changed their whole financial future, which put Virginia on the map, would put Virginia as one of the top colonies there was. And then what else do we have on there? You need to know the difference between the southern, the middle, and the northern colonies. We have the southern colonies, remember, just go down to Georgia. So that's going to include up to Virginia and Maryland, which are also the Chesapeake, right? Just because I see some stuff where it's talking about, these are not questions, but they're more other things. So you have the middle colonies include the Chesapeake. No, they do not include the Chesapeake. I'm sorry. The southern colonies include the Chesapeake, which is Virginia and Maryland around the Chesapeake Bay. And then your middle colonies are New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and then you have New England up at top. What else we got for the colonies? Okay. What was the rebellion in Virginia where they burned Jamestown to the ground? Right? It was, and what was it fought over? So you have a rebellion in Jamestown. It was fought over something, and they burned Jamestown to the ground in Virginia over it. It was a breakfast food. Bacon's Rebellion, you are all correct. Whiskey, no, not the whiskey. That was later. Bacon's. Yeah, everybody's getting Bacon's. Bacon's Rebellion, right? But the bigger question, which I'm sure a lot of you guys don't know, is Bacon's Rebellion was fought because the indentured servants that had been released and were farming, the Virginia governor was not really helping them out, and he was trading more with the Native Americans. He was trading with those Native Americans because the fur pelts were worth so much money, and it was really going against the people, the indentured servants. And so Nathaniel Bacon started this rebellion, burned everything to the ground. But what was really important about Bacon's Rebellion was that it stopped something and started something else that we just got rid of yesterday in class, right? It stopped indentured servitude, right? For the most part. Indentured servants are not going to be brought into the country anymore. There you go. Sam got it. Yes, increase the demand of slaves. Good job, Maria. That's where slavery is going to start. They're going to be like, okay, we don't want these indentured servants anymore. They burned a whole capital city to the ground. Exactly, Kristen. Good job. This all helps. You know, I know I'm answering the questions for you guys, but typing them out, it's all going to help you retain them. So we have, going forward, we're going to have slavery everywhere, right? And it's not going to stop until the 13th Amendment. So we got that. I think we got that. We got that. We got that. I'm trying not going to jump around anymore until I'm going to wait until after the Constitution to go there. Just making sure we got all of this. Oh, we did talk about, in the colonies, okay? There were some colonies that were much more religiously tolerant, and there was colonies that were not, right? What was the group in New England that were not religiously tolerant, right? And they persecuted others, even though they were persecuted themselves, and that's why they came here, which kind of seems dumb. But Puritans, exactly, Kristen, good job. The Puritans, right? So they persecuted a couple different people. One of them we talked about that College Board loves to talk about, and Richard got it too. Good job, buddy. Anne Hutchinson, right? And then Roger Williams, right? Both of these people really were persecuted for their religious beliefs, and Roger Williams ends up founding this colony to help everybody. And Anne Hutchinson was the one who had like 14 kids, and she was kicked out of her colony because she wouldn't listen to the man and listen to all this stuff. And then they founded Rhode Island. You got it right. Good job. I think Spencer's he's asleep now. Yeah, he's dead asleep. But yes, you are right, Emma. Quakers were the ones who were religiously tolerant, and Quakers were from what colony? While I look through, you guys talks amongst yourselves. We got that. So we're going to go. Yes, Roger Williams established Rhode Island. Pennsylvania is correct. Oh, a bunch of people put that. Oh, you guys were all on it while I was. Rhode Island. I mean, come on. I mean, how many people spell road with the RH? A bunch of dummies. So let's go back through. We'll go all the way to the beginning, right? Where did most of the people come from, right? How did they get here, right? We had the Ice Age and William Penn founded Pennsylvania. We're talking about Rhode Island, but Pennsylvania was the Quakers. I think that's what got confusing there. The Quakers were from Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that they founded Pennsylvania. Maybe I did. I could be wrong. So what do we got here? Okay, so all the way back to the beginning, who was the original people that came over? Remember, they came over from Asia across the Bering Land Bridge. That was the ice that connected Alaska and Asia. And then when it melted, the ice, there was just water. So then everybody was trapped from Asia. So, and then they moved all the way down. Sorry, I don't know why I was whispering. They moved all the way down, and they peopled the Americas, North America, Central, South America, all the way down. It didn't melt that fast. It took a long time. This is like, hundreds and hundreds of years. Oh yeah, ASMR. I know you have these people that do this weird stuff when they just like that, or they do this weird stuff. I wonder what this one sounds like. This is or this thing. No, that doesn't sound like anything. No, okay, I'm done. Yeah, there'll be ASMR on the midterm. I'll just do it over the top of the speakers at school. If you don't know what ASMR means, just look it up. It's nothing bad. So we got that. We got all that. Okay, so then we're moving up towards, the peopling of the Americas. We get down in South America. We're going to get the Francisco Pizarro taking the Incas. We're going to get Hernan Cortez taking the Mexican and Tenochtitlan, which is the Mexico City, where it is today. That's the capital of Mexico. And then eventually we will move into North America. I don't think there's anything on any of those conquistadors and stuff like that. I haven't seen anything. There might be something in some of the detractors, but no, there's nothing really in there. You have down in Spain, they're the ones that are controlling Central and South America. Then in North America, you're going to move in with the English colonies, right? But which one of the countries worked with the North American Native Americans the most and, right, the best? It was a certain country, right? It was France. Yes, France. France was the one. The French worked with them more because they weren't trying to. France. They're the ones that worked with them more, and they, helped them. They culminated friendships and relationships where the British were just like, you can still answer them, Ileana. It's fine. The British were the ones that forced them off their land. They're like, get off my land, right? They didn't really work with them that much. And that was a big thing. All right. You need to understand, why the French were working better with them. All right. Then we move forward. Let's go to, I think we can move past the Constitution. I know I went around. I was all over the place. I'm sorry. But that's just way it happened. Try to get us done here in the next 15 minutes or so. All right. Yep. Let's go forward. So let's go forward to the different presidents. Okay. Gonna win scripts. What is that? Because you guys can't spell France and France. You combine them together, you got the answer. You're good. So let's go with the presidents, okay? George Washington, he had Jefferson and was his Secretary of State. Hamilton was his Secretary of Treasury. Oh, script spelling bee. Okay, I got you. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys know how to spell France. It's more of the quick typing. So you have Hamilton is his Secretary of Treasury, and Jefferson is his Secretary of State. These guys do not like each other. They have opposite views on almost everything, right? And then you have who as his VP? John Adams. Yes, John Adams. John Adams is his VP, which he takes over after Washington sets the precedent for presidents serving 2 terms, right? He sets a number of other presidential precedents, right? Say that 3 times fast. With the cabinet members and allowing Congress to approve them. And Adams, then we get to Adams, okay? Adams is going to have big problems with the anti-Federalists. Yes, precedent, but it's Precedent. Yeah, well, I was just correcting you. Then you have the big things that really ruined John Adams. He didn't take him to war, so he had a lot of problem with now the newly formed Democratic Republicans, which were Jeffersonian Republicans, right? I meant to say Jeffersonian Republicans. And he's going to have big problems with them. And he's going to pass a series of laws that are going to be unconstitutional, that are really going to mar his presidency, basically for all time, and put him at odds with one of his former good friends, Thomas Jefferson. And those 2 things were called, what were they called, Spencer? Man, they're called the Alien Sedition Acts. Yes, you are right, Spencer. Good job. Alien and Sedition Acts, right? You need to know what those 2 things are. The Alien Acts were preventing any new immigrants from coming into the country and voting for not John Adams, right? And then the Sedition Acts would just put people in prison for talking bad about him, saying he's short and fat, things like that. There we go. Just type them all in there. You're getting close, Emma. Once, you'll eventually get all the right answers on there. You're the right answers. I mean, the right spelling. What else we got here? So we got that. Then we get to Jefferson. Let's just go into Jefferson, right? We get Jefferson. He takes over. And very quickly, he does something that is unconstitutional, that is against what he believes in, right? That is the Louisiana Purchase, right? That is not a presidential power that he has. Hold on. I need a sip of tea. Yes, Victoria, you are correct. It was Democratic Republicans. And then we're going to get Jefferson and Louisiana Purchase. Yes, you are correct. He purchased the Louisiana Purchase, which was funny because he was like, I believe in a strict interpretation of the Constitution, while Alexander Hamilton had done the federal bank and all of that. And that was, Jefferson was completely against that because he was like, that's not in the Constitution. But then he turns around and buys, nobody's going to fault him for buying Louisiana Territory. That was a good deal from Napoleon, right? We got that. So we got Jefferson and we have, let's go forward to I'm just thinking, I don't think there's anything before we jump up to Andrew Jackson. Yeah, so we'll go to Andrew Jackson, okay? Yeah, Andrew Jackson. Good. Oh, War of 1812. Okay, you need to know, oh, what's up, Logan? That's the former president of a car club there. And he got a 4, so you guys can ask him how he did it. Yeah. Midterms, buddy. Midterms. I know you guys are done up there in college, and we're all jealous. He's going to the old UF. He's who I went up there and hung out with and went to the Sanford game. That crazy game. So, War of 1812. Why did the War of 1812 happen? Right? Why did it happen? Well, Great Britain was impressing our sailors, not with their dancing or cooking skills, but they were taking our sailors, putting them on their ships, and kidnapping them. Yeah, Frankie's just chilling. So, they're all at home, not doing nothing. So that's why the War of 1812 started. It was kind of like, again, like they were like the big brother kind of annoying us. And then they were like picking on us, doing things like, oh, you guys can't do anything. So eventually, James Madison, who is now president, we go to war. And for the first time and only time in U.S. history, we have a country flying their flag over the Capitol, which is Great Britain. They burn the Capitol building down. They burn the White House down, right? So we have War of 1812. Then after the War of 1812, the next thing we're going to get to is Andrew Jackson. And the big things you need to know about Andrew Jackson are, what he did with the federal bank, why he didn't like the federal bank. He believed it was just a bunch of corruption and very rich people. Remember, he was a man of the people. There's none of the really bad things on there. I didn't want to put everything in there on Andrew Jackson. So, with the Cherokees and the Trail of Tears and stuff like that. But as far as the banks are concerned, he, let me see what we got. Doodle page. There you go. You're going to have one of those on there. So, be ready. You have, some of you guys got excited. You thought I was going to show you something for real. We got, trying to find the things on Andrew Jackson. So, so what? Okay. Pet banks. There you go. Good job, Emma. Yes, the pet banks, right? He dechartered the Bank of the United States, where you had the pet banks. What did that do to the economy? It destabilized it. You had pet banks. They were printing all their own money. You're going to have a panic, and that's basically yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Okay. For Andrew Jackson, then we move forward to the market economy. So this is going to be the switch. Specie circular, definitely. Virtual porcelain patriot. Bing. I'll give you guys something. I don't have anything to give you. Not in here. You can give a salmon and sweet potato recipe dog treat. How about that? Oh, Spencer's ears just perked up when I touched that thing. Man, he was like, pew. Yeah. Pet banks, wildcat banks, all of those. And what time we got? 8:20. Okay. We don't have very much left. So going forward, we're going to have the fight against, the market economy. That's what we were talking about, the market economy. We have the market economy is going to be where we're going to switch from making goods indoors, right, at the home, to now we're going to have manufacturing. Okay, this is all going to be pre-Civil War, and we're going to get steam engines. We're going to get the little girls in the factory system. But you need to understand that what that market economy was, it was turning the economy from being, mostly agrarian to now we're going to have manufacturing in the United States, where they're going to, we're a little bit behind Great Britain in this regard because the whole South is agrarian, and the North we couldn't really get into it. But the North is slowly getting into it in the mid to 1820, 1815 to 1830 area. Okay. So you need to know what the market economy is and the big effects of it on the home. Women didn't have to make as much anymore. They didn't have to do any of that, right? They bought a lot of their things. Then we get slavery, right? And we're getting into abolitionism. We're getting to the main people. Some of the main people you have in abolitionism. In the beginning, you have William Lloyd Garrison. You have Frederick Douglass. You have Harriet Tubman, right? These people are going to be working with each other. And then the crazy one, John Brown. I always say it like that because there's this documentary. And whenever this one guy, he was like a university professor from Virginia or something like that. And he would always say, John Brown. That's how he said his name. It's really weird. What else we got here? Okay, we got all that. Oh, we didn't talk anything about the Colombian Exchange. I know that's kind of going back, but I just saw it. What was the Colombian Exchange, right? Exchange of goods from Europe to the Americas, right? And what happened, the big part was disease coming in from Europe, ravaging the Central, South American, and North American Indians. And there were some products that went back, tomatoes being a big one. And then one of the biggest ones was potatoes, right? Cut them up, stick them in a stew. That's a Lord of the Rings reference for all those Lord of the Rings aficionados out there. Cut them up, stick them in a stew. Who drinks potatoes? What else we got here? We got that. Uh-oh. I just saw a mistake. For me. Because we haven't even gotten to this yet. So I'm just going to give you guys want an answer? You guys want an answer? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give it to you. The question is, I wonder if anybody knows this. Let's see if anybody knows it. Which of the following statements best characterizes the activists who attended the Seneca Falls Convention? Yassification. That's pretty good, Sydney. A, they advocated better working conditions for children. B, they called for expanded women's rights. Women, yes. They called for expanded women's rights. So that is an answer that you guys just got. Good for you. Now you just need 54 more, right? So wherever you see that on the test, you now know the answer. I don't think, yeah. There you go. See, you got one, right? You got one out of me. Let's see. Let me make sure we got everything. Now, the stuff there's really is about the Civil War. I'm trying to think of some ones for the Civil War that you guys would need to know. Kansas-Nebraska Act. We didn't talk about that. That one's pretty easy. Yeah, you're going to get one right now, Eliana. Kansas-Nebraska Act. What was that for, right? What did they use to determine the Kansas-Nebraska Act, right? That was the old Pop Sov, right? We'll see. Don't get overconfident. You need to take it down. You're very good, King Richard. Pop Sov. Yes, the Kansas-Nebraska Act. And that was to do what? Why did they have to have the Kansas-Nebraska Act? Well, that was because they needed the land to be organized so they could run Stephen Douglas could run a railroad through the northern part of the country into Chicago, where he was a representative. Very good, Charlotte. You even got it before I said it. Railroad, right? And they needed it for the railroad, which is going to end up leading to Bleeding Kansas, which is going to end up nullifying another act of Congress, right? Which was the Missouri Compromise or the Compromise of 1820. All right. We got that. Mexican-American War. All right. What the effects of the Mexican-American War were. Missouri Compromise. Great job, Kristen. Mexican-American War, right? Why do we fight the Mexican-American War? Well, that's because we wanted California. James Polk sent Zachary Taylor down there to start a fight, and they did. Okay? We get the Mexican-American territory. We get the Mexican territory in the Mexican Cession of 1848, and the Mexican-American War was ended by what treaty? What treaty? Very fun to say. And don't try to spell it. What do we got here? Other than that, Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Very good. Hidalgo. That was a good Sophie, just skip the Guadalupe part. Yes, Guadalupe Hidalgo. Okay. Other than that, Civil War stuff, Emancipation Proclamation. Murray's over here teaching. She's giving instructions. What was I saying? Emancipation Proclamation, right? That was where he freed the slaves all in the South. Why did he do that? Right? Why did he do that? Because he wanted to give them, the slaves, hope. He wanted to give them all these things. Okay? What else we got here? Oh, you need the one battle I told you guys to remember. The one battle from the Civil War that I told you guys you have to remember, is Antietam, right? The turning point in the war. That's where Lee was trying to invade the North, and he gets stopped in Maryland. That's the first time. You need to know that one, all right? You need to know why he tried to invade. He was trying to get foreign intervention, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we got it. I think we're good. We got it. And then coupled with tomorrow's face-off, right? Intense. No, not Gettysburg. I mean, you need to know Gettysburg for other things. But we have face off tomorrow. So, read over some of your notes, some of the things. This should give you a good idea of where it's all going to be. And, yeah. You have 5 pages of notes. Well, see, that's good. You'll get it done. Spencer over here, he's impressed. I'd show you, but it's completely dark under there. You won't even see it. And I'm not going to wake him up. But what was the Peninsula Plan again? Remember, that was where George McClellan wanted to go up the peninsula as his first attack against Robert E. Lee failed miserably. Specific dates. I mean, like, I know I put them all in different orders, but if you could put it in your mind, there's no, specific order like that, but I would try and remember it in a better order than I have. Pedro's going to win for period 5. He might. You never know. No, Peninsula Plan that you're thinking of, Charlotte, that's the Revolutionary War. What Vincent was talking about was the Civil War. But like Cornwallis, you're correct if that's what you're referring to. You guys are nuts. Let me just type in fast. How many people we got here? We had average watch time of 21 minutes and 21 seconds. We've had 26 likes, 28 concurrent viewers. Okay. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go eat some dinner and sit down and not think about American history for the rest of the night, because I've been doing it all day. Until tomorrow, right? Oh, we can play the intro as the outro, right? And here you go. Here you go. All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you later. See you in the morning. Have a great night.